My name is Nicholas St. John with We Do That Technologies. I want to welcome you and thank you for stopping by. Today, we have some very exciting news for the network marketing and MLM industry. Every company has a back office where you can order products, but hardly anyone gives you the tools of the day-to-day operation. That's why we've come up with the MLM Front Office. I'm going to go through that today. You're going to be very excited about what it can do for your business. The MLM industry is comprised of non-sales trained salespeople. Thus, they typically sell to friends, family, and neighbors once. We also know that it's easier to sell something to someone who has already bought from us than to get a new customer. Yet, we spend most of our time and energy trying to get a new customer rather than trying to cultivate an existing customer. The MLM Front Office gives network marketers the tools to do both with minimal effort. Implementing multiple strategies such as email campaigns, follow-up calls, scheduling appointments, sending personalized sales letters, text messaging, notifying people of specials, and promotions. Imagine having a whole suite of tools to automate the tedious and time-consuming tasks to increase attendance to meetings, increase sales, and developing lifetime customers instead of one-time customers. Autoresponders have become one of the most powerful tools of the 21st century. Internet marketers have used them to generate tens of millions of dollars of income. It's time to implement these same tools in the network marketing industry too. Autoresponders are a series of well-written emails that build trust and promote products. They're scheduled and sent as often as you indicate, always with a call to action which consists of a buy now button or a link to a website where they can obtain enough information to purchase. Once these email promotions are written, every new rep will have access to them for every new customer or potential customer they enter into the system. You can also create a set of emails to continue to encourage new reps and to teach them about the best and fastest selling products. Imagine doubling, tripling, or even quadrupling sales. Also imagine increasing rep retention because they've made sales more easily and have developed better relationships with the few customers that they have and with new fellow reps. Most network marketers are missing out on hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of tax benefits without a system that will help them keep track of mileage and expenses. Look, most receipts end up in a pile on a desk, if they get that far, or in a shoebox, or occasionally they get entered into something like a spreadsheet. With the MLM Front Office, you get the assistance of Google Maps to help obtain mileage and one place to enter in both the expenditures and mileage. Plus, MLM Front Office gives you the ability to generate reports on any time segment that you choose. Month to date, year to date, maybe last month, maybe last quarter, even for the full year for you to print out and give to your tax preparer. And we'll be adding a smartphone app so that you can enter the expenses right then and there on your phone, right when you get them, for such things as dinner meetings and when you travel. Imagine the benefits of having all your detailed expenses at the tip of your fingers. Some parent companies provide business cards for the representatives, but most do not. And even if they do, it can take several weeks before getting them. The MLM Front Office gives you the tools to make your very own business card in a matter of minutes. Even your sponsor could do it for a new rep from their own account. You could have a card with your picture on it, or the company logo on it, the company's tagline, your contact information such as phone number, email address, and even your company replicated website address. As a bonus feature, we've included the ability to put a QR code or the quick response code on the back of each business card for easy acquisition into a smartphone. Imagine having a business card the very first day you're in business. Well, back offices make ordering and tracking sales volumes easier. For those that order for several customers, they will need individual sales receipts or invoices for each customer. You could mess around with an MS Word or an Excel template, learn QuickBooks or another accounting program, but who needs all that frustration? The MLM Front Office lets you customize a template with your company's logo on it to create a professional looking invoice or sales receipt in just minutes. It can even be emailed directly to the customer without even having to print it out, if you like. Imagine being able to do invoices or sales receipts in minutes instead of messing around with a program or a routine for half an hour or more. Getting the word out to your downline can be very time-consuming by phone, or reminding everyone of a very important meeting, webinar, or company call, or contacting all your customers about a special this month of a product or service. With the MLM Front Office, you'll be able to put people into the system and categorize them into meaningful groups, say downline, customers, superstars, new recruits, etc. Even into multiple categories, and then select a category and send an email broadcast to everyone in that category, individualized. Imagine increasing attendance of meetings or webinars by 70% because you now have the ability to contact people much quicker and easier to remind them. And imagine sending out a broadcast email to 100 or more customers with a special, generating sales immediately. There's probably nothing harder than to keep track of scheduled appointments for meetings or phone calls when just starting out in business. And there's nothing more frustrating than missing one of those appointments, only to find out that they signed up with someone else because you didn't get back to them in a timely manner. And we're working to add a text message alert system to help remind you even better. The MLM Front Office makes that a snap with scheduling dates and times and checking availability. Imagine having a schedule of everyone you are going to call or meet with each day at the click of just a couple of buttons. If you spend any amount of time on the phone, you quickly realize how important it is to know exactly what you talked about last, what you need to discuss on this call, and what you needed to do before making that call. The MLM Front Office date and time stamps each call and lets you make notes on what you discussed so that you have right in front of you all the pertinent information to make that call the most productive that it can be. Jim Rohn says the weakest pen is mightier than the strongest mind. Imagine having before you all the notes of what you've ever discussed and the dates and times which you discussed it. Even the dates and times you left messages, as well as when you sent an email or a text message. Flipping between programs to do all the various things you need to do is cumbersome at best. Remember the frustration of searching for the last email you sent someone and not remembering what day or time you sent it? Wasting huge amounts of time. And if you don't use a web-based email program such as Gmail, synchronizing your home, work, and laptop, nearly impossible. The MLM Front Office gives you the ability to send emails right from the contacts information page. It logs the date and time of the email right in the notes section and lets you pull up a record of every email you've ever sent them in seconds with the latest at the top. You'll still use your regular email program for incoming emails, but sending and tracking your outgoing emails while right on the phone with someone, now that's sweet. Imagine being able to send an email with a link to a product or service right then and there from within the program. No switching between applications, and eliminates forgetting to do it later. Because we now live in a global community, reps find themselves shipping products across the country and even around the world. I went to ship a product the other day, and though I'm computer literate, I ended up wasting an hour messing around with Microsoft Word trying to increase the font size on my label. Then going to Avery's website and entering in the information only to find it filled in the entire sheet, and then discovering later that it would have allowed me to actually pick the one position that I wanted to print on. When it was all said and done, it took me just over a very frustrating hour to print out one simple, single shipping label. But to eliminate that problem, I've added to the MLM Front Office the ability to generate address, return, and shipping labels of various sizes. Select the position on the page or where to start for address labels so you don't waste any. Imagine being able to print out an address or shipping label or a number 6 or number 10 envelope in seconds, eliminating the frustrations. Even in this quick, high-paced world of the internet, emails, text messaging, nothing is as meaningful as getting an old-fashioned snail mail letter to remind us of an event, meeting, or product we truly were interested in but had shoved to the back burner and, truth be known, had completely forgotten about it. So the MLM Front Office lets you compose a personalized letter, doing a mail merge using categories or individually choosing recipients, printing out the letters and the associated mailing address labels in just a matter of minutes. Imagine sending out 100 personalized letters and it taking less than 30 minutes. As if this isn't a terrific system already, I've added the ability to become an affiliate and get 45% commissions paid to you every month for everyone you introduce us to, say, in your downline or to your organization. Listen, business is hard. Soften it with the MFO, the MLM Front Office. And imagine how much more success you can have, greater attendance at meetings, increased sales, better tracking of your expenses, the ease of invoicing, the ease of shipping labels, all of that in one place at one time. The MLM Front Office was designed by someone who was in the MLM industry but has an expertise in automating solutions. So I built this. I'm now offering it to you and your organization. Give me a call. Here's my number, 316-858-3426. Or better yet, use the QR code and put that right in your phone using a scanner, and then give me a call so I can schedule a webinar personally for you so we can demonstrate this system and I can answer all of your questions.